This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Bennett, Termite, and Pest Solutions.
If you're on the real side of the Christmas tree debate, then you'll want to pay very close attention to what our next guests have to say.
They're going to help you make sure that you don't bring home any unwanted guests when you lug that tree into your living room.
Dean Bennett is the owner of Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions in Bishopville. Entomologist Richard Spigler also joins us. Thank you for being here. We're going to get to those unwanted guests, not you guys, but in just a few moments. But first, we want to talk about traveling this time of year and picking up, I guess you could call them hitchhikers when you're traveling. Of course, talking about bed bugs. Yeah.
The only thing I can recommend in the traveling part is just really do your diligence and inspection. Suitcases, and once you go to your destination hotel room, first thing I would recommend is putting all your luggage in the bathroom, and then just do a inspection of the room. Headboard, mattress, seams, things to that nature, and just ask plenty of questions of the manager if there is a question or if there is something that you see.
Sure.
So if I'm leaving the house and I have my luggage with me, how do I protect it from my destination and all of the unwanted guests there?
That's a good question. I could not answer that question. That might be a Richard question.
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to the inspection part of it and really keeping an open eye.
Sure.
If you are getting into a hotel, check the bed like we just said. If you're traveling on any kind of public transportation, kind of be very vigilant about checking the seams as you sit down, because they're going to hide in the seams. They're very good at hiding in those little tucked away spots.
And people don't realize that's how you can catch them.
Yeah, they're just hitchhikers. They're just hanging out, and I mean, airplanes, trains, buses, movie theaters, we've heard and seen them in a lot of different places.
Are there any early signs that you may have picked up a bed bug?
The first sign would probably be a bite. I mean, you have some red bites on an arm, on the side of your leg, on the side of your body. They're not easy to diagnose that way, but any weird bite and you were just in a hotel for a week on vacation, it could be a sign.
Now, I love talking to both you guys, but every time that I do, I just randomly start itching, and it might be hopefully like a subconscious thing. But it's a stereotype that if you have bed bugs, you're dirty, and that is not the case, correct?
That's yeah, that's a total myth. I mean, you can find them in 5-star hotels. I mean, you can find them in the nicest places. They are like a perfect hitchhiker on anybody. Okay. So they don't discriminate.
Okay, so let's get to, we alluded to Christmas trees, and I have a funny feeling you're going to say something that is not going to make me happy, because I have a real Christmas tree. Is there a chance that there may be some unwanted guests
in there? Yeah, there could be some critters hanging out in the tree. I mean, a tree that you bought pre-cut from a roadside or a store, I mean, that maybe has been shaken and maybe less, but if you're going out to the farm and cutting it down, there's definitely going to be possibly spiders on it, other insects like crickets. My son always picks the praying mantis egg sacs that you can find on the branches. And
so there's a zoo on my Christmas tree in my living room right now. Do you recommend any sort of chemical treatment, like a store-bought spray, or will that hurt the tree and
No, that could hurt the tree and you.
Okay.
I mean, the things on the tree don't want to be inside.
Right.
So they might crawl off. A lot of them probably will die before you even notice it, because it's going to be drier in your house than it is outside. So the environment changes for them, and they just can't survive.
Okay. So we don't necessarily have to call Dean after we have a,
a
real Christmas tree.
There's no Christmas tree inspection plan.
Yeah, I can't come in and spray trees.
Yeah, okay. But Dean, you do have an entomologist on staff,
Yes.
and that's important. That's not something you see every day with pest control.
Correct. It's a big benefit, because I do get asked questions and shown pictures that I can't identify, or I just want some support, and I will forward things to Richard, and him and I communicate, and then we either meet with the customer, or one of us will reach out to the customer and let them know, here's what it is, here's the preventative way, here's what we can do. So it kind of helps both parties.
Do you ever look at a picture that someone sent you and you say, oh my goodness, do they have that in their house?
My biggest surprise is when the picture's clear, but I mean, you see some weird things, some strange things. I think the best part is when they think it's a bed bug, but it's something else, and you kind of reassure them that no, you don't have bed bugs. It's just
Fleas.
some other.
It's another bug.
Well, just remember with bed bugs, I always tell people it's like waist up because CO2. Usually waist down, fleas around your ankles.
Oh, okay.
But waist up, I always kind of. But I'm not perfect, and there's always one that's going to be at your ankles as soon as I'm saying this.
Sure.
Okay.
But I would say 9 times out of 10 it's waist up.
Okay, well, I guess the bottom line is if you see something, just give you a call. All right.
Definitely.
Dean Bennett and Richard Spiegler with Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions in Bishopville. Thank you both
Thank you
for being here this afternoon.